Hi there and welcome to your yoga class. So today we're doing about a half-hour class and it's all to do with stiffness, sore muscles, all that sort of thing for whatever reason that they are sore and stiff. So we're going to go through a series of easy stretches to help you with that. Now you might want to have blocks on hand if you want, or cushions, but you don't necessarily need them at all. So just sitting on your mat, we are going to start off with a lovely side stretch. So raising your left hand up, right fingertips on the floor, raise your hand up first of all, inhale, and then exhale, coming over, and feel that lovely big stretch. Now keep your seat bones on the floor for this one and keep that left knee down as much as you can as well. With your head you can look up or you can just look straight ahead. Just play about with it, see what's the best way for you. Breathing nice and slow. And then what you can do is cactus that arm. So bend it at the elbow and then you'll feel a really nice opening through your chest as well. And you can look up at this point if you want and really try to bring that left shoulder back. Keeping the nice breathing going. So we're going to bring a hand down and do a nice twist now. So left hand on right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen, and then come into a spinal twist. So you can look behind you as well for this one or look to the side. But keep that back nice and straight and keep that left knee down as well. So coming back round to the start, let's do the right hand side now. Left fingertips on the floor, right hand up and over, and then exhale as you come over. Nice straight back and a lovely side stretch, really from the wrist right down to the hip. And again, the option is there. You can stay like this or you can cactus that arm again. It might work for you, it might not. It's an option for you. So just bringing the elbow down and feel the lovely opening on the chest. So coming back down, let's do this twist on the other side. So right hand and left knee, nice straight spine, other hand behind you and twisting round. Feeling the nice twist, really nice twist on your side and a really nice rotation for the spine as well. And you don't have to look behind you, you can look to the side, just whatever is comfortable. So coming back round, just releasing, we're going to come on to our hands and knees now. And we're going to come into a child's pose. So let's put those big toes together, bottom back towards your heels, and stretch your hands out in front. But we're not going to keep them to the front this time. What we're going to do is walk them over to the side. So walking over to the right first of all. So not only are you getting the child's pose stretch, you're getting another lovely stretch up your side. Pausing there, remembering the breath, because when we breathe nice and deeply, it triggers the relaxation response as well. Makes it a lot easier for our body to relax, even when it's sore. Sometimes it just needs a lovely big stretch and a big opening. So pausing here, and then of course we'll do the other side in just a second. Coming back round to the middle and then to the other side. And when you're coming round, if you're coming to the left, for example, really make sure that right hand is coming forward and around as well. It is quite a big stretch on the side, but it should feel nice. So coming up onto tabletop, just check your shoulders are above your wrists and your hips are above your knees, and just tucking your toes in for just now, because we're going to do a really nice stretch here. We're going to send the left heel back, okay? Send the left heel back, push it back, feel the really nice stretch in the back of the calf, and do the other side. And the right heel back. Keep that tummy tucked in nice and tight, core nice and tight. Really pushing it back, then come in, get yourself lined up again, and let's do a cow pose. Head up, tummy to the floor, then exhale, shoulders and back up towards the ceiling. So inhale, head up, tummy down, exhale, the back goes up towards the ceiling, and get a nice wee flow going here. Really nice to warm up the torso, really nice to get rid of any tension as well. Just a few of these in your own time. So coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to come up to downward dog, so you might want to put your hands a little bit forward, tuck those toes, lift that bottom up. Now we're going to come into a wide downward dog, so put your feet out to the side of the mat and also bend your knees, okay? Really press that chest back to your thighs, okay? So keep the knees bent, hands are shoulder width apart, and your feet are out to the side of the mat. Nice wide one this time. Nice big deep breaths, and then come back in, bring your feet parallel to your hips now, and then we're going to bend the left knee, and what that makes is a big nice stretch on the right hand leg. Just pausing there for a couple of breaths and then switching over, really sending the heel down to get as big a stretch as we possibly can on that side. So back to a normal downward dog now. Pushing the mat away, we are going to lift our left leg up and bend at the knee, open up that hip, and then we're going to bring that left leg between our hands, come down on the back knee, feel your low lunge, dropping the hips, knee above the ankle and that front foot, and the front foot flat on the floor. So push into both of your feet and lift your hands up now. Drop in the tailbone and pop your left hand in your hip. Keep your right hand up and come into a nice crescent bend on that side. So you're bending towards the bent knee, if that makes any sense. Same side of the bend as the bent knee. Really nice side stretch. Hands back on the mat. And then let's come into our half splits. So that knee at the front goes nice and straight, or straight as it will go, and heel goes to the floor, toes coming up. Really big hamstring stretch this one. Hamstrings can be really tight. And of course the knee doesn't need to be completely, or the leg doesn't need to be completely straight. Just as straight as you can have it, as long as you're feeling the benefit of the stretch. So bending that front knee again. And then if you want to, you can bend the back knee now and take your left hand and hold on to it if you want to. If it won't reach, you can use a strap or just bend the knee. You don't have to hold on to it. If you are holding on to it, make sure that left shoulder's coming back. And of course, it's a lovely big quad stretch, this one, as well as a twist. Coming back round, hands either side of the foot at the front. Tucking the toe at the back. Into a nice low lunge with your knee up. And then straightening the front leg, we're going to come into a pyramid pose, a wide one, okay? So don't worry if that back heel doesn't come down, and you can have a wee bend in the front knee, but you're folding over your front leg as much as you can. And again, your hands can be resting in blocks. Just make sure the front foot is flat on the floor though. And then bend into the front knee again, hands on the floor. Let's meet back in downward dog. Pedal it out if you want to. Wrapping your shoulders round. Let's do the other side. So right foot comes up. Open that hip, knee up to the ceiling. Foot forward between your hands and the back knee comes down. Okay, coming up into that nice lunge. Just let's pause here for a little second. Feel the weight of your hips, stretching those hip flexors and hamstrings. And then pushing into the feet, bringing your hands up, looking up at your hands if you want to. So this time right hand in your hip, and then left hand comes up and over. So you're bending to the side, over to the same side as your bent knee at the front. Back round to the beginning again, and let's do those half splits. So same thing, shift your hips back a bit, heels on the floor, toes are up. And again, a bent knee is fine, because our hamstrings can be super tight. And don't worry about too much about where your hands are, as long as you're getting that stretch. So bend forward, we're going to come into our quad stretch now. So bend the back knee, hold on to it if you can with your right hand. And if you are holding on to it, make sure that right shoulder's really coming back. But you might just be down here in a low lunge with your knee bent, that's fine. So hands on the floor now. And then let's straighten that front leg, straighten the back leg. Foot's at about 45-degree angle, and we're coming forward into our pyramid pose. So again, just make sure that front foot is flat, but that knee at the front can be bent. Folding over, chest to thighs, okay, big stretches on both legs here. Nice big deep breathing, because it is a big stretch. Your hips are pointing forward as well, make sure they're not out to the side. So bend into that front knee again, and let's meet back in downward dog. Nice big stretch out for the legs and the body. And then we're going to come down to our knees. Now keep those hips above your knees. We're going to do a wee puppy dog pose here, which means walking your hands forward but keeping their hips where they are. So you have a couple of options here. You can do it like this with your head on the floor or on a block. If you want a little bit more of a tricep stretch, what you can do is bend your elbows at the front, put your hands in prayer position, and just put the thumbs at the base of the neck. So it's like a prayer position with your hands, but we're still in puppy dog, and that can be really nice for the triceps, especially if you do a lot of push-ups or chaturangas, things like that. So try it out and see which one suits you better. So slowly just walking your hands up, taking your time, but not right up, just come onto your elbows. And we're coming to Sphinx Pose. So arms at a nice 90-degree angle, or the elbows can be further forward if you want. Top of the feet on the floor, pushing the pelvis down. Opening up the shoulders. A nice big stretch up the front of the body, this one. Remember to bring those elbows forward if it's too much. Now we're going to do a nice shoulder stretch here. So the left arm is going to come into a sort of cactus arm, and then you're going to roll towards it. So just use the right hand to sort of push your body over. So it's like you're going against your elbow. You can take that top leg and put it over the back if you want. Just go as far as you can to feel the opening of the shoulder. It can be quite intense, this one. So that's why it's really important you gauge it. The legs don't matter too much. It's mainly about feeling it in that left shoulder and getting the stretch. So let's come and do the other side now, just rolling back round. Let's put the other arm out, the right arm out to the side, cactus it in that sort of 90-degree angle, and then roll towards it. So it's getting right in there to that shoulder. And as I say, do what you like with your legs. Doesn't matter too much as long as you're getting that stretch. So coming back round to the front again, we're going to just put our hands sort of underneath our shoulders and come up to a Cobra. Just coming up, a more relaxed Cobra, so hands are a bit further forward, and wriggle side to side. So try and sort of wave your spine side to side. Just have a wriggle about, loosen your spine up a little bit. It should feel quite nice, that one. Relaxing the shoulders and then coming back down again. So just roll onto your back from here. Lying down, getting comfortable, and take the left leg, cross it over your right knee, watch that left knees, sending back. Now you can stay there, or you can hold on to the back of your thigh for a reclined pigeon pose. You can hold on to the front of your shin as well, but just be careful. Pausing here for a few breaths, feeling that left hip really opening up. This is where your deep breathing will come in very handy, very tempting just to sort of clamp on to that part of the body that's been stretched there. So having a nice breath in and out, feeling the stretch. Then bringing the right foot back to the floor, we're going to do a half happy baby here. So you're going to hold the outside of the hand with the outside of the foot with the left hand, elbow to the inside of the knee, and pull your foot so the sole of your foot is pointing towards the ceiling. Now if that's too difficult, you can always hold on to the back of your thigh. You don't have to have a hold of the foot. And you can just keep that right knee bent. If you want, an option is just to put it straight, give an extra bit of oomph to it. Now you might find your leg hovers a bit, that's absolutely fine, but just continue to pull down and out on that left foot, really opening up the hips here. Nice big stretch. So we're going to come into a spinal twist now. So just letting the right leg go long. We are crossing the left leg over, maybe holding on to it with your right hand and coming into a spinal twist. So you're kind of on your side, but keep your left shoulder blade on the floor. And then starting to think about coming back up again, and let's do it all on the other side. So this time the right ankle is going to come and cross over the left knee. Remember that right knee, sending it back, and you can stay here or hold on to the back of the thigh or the shin as well, remember. Whatever suits you. Relax into your reclined pigeon for a few breaths. And then we are going to come into that happy baby that we did. So keep your left leg on the floor, hold on to the outside of the right foot. Keep your elbow to the inside of the knee, pulling your foot down and back, opening the hip right up. As I say, you can be holding on to the back of the thigh. Doesn't need to be the foot, but let that left leg go long as well. See how that feels, try it out. You don't have to have it straight. Breathing into this big stretch. So again, another twist. This time the right knee is coming over the top of the body. Keep both the shoulder blades on the floor. A few breaths here. If you want to, you can always straighten that top leg as well. Always an option. Then just start to bring it back over, and we're going to have a nice Shavasana. So taking up some room with your legs, top of the hands on the floor, lying nice and comfortable. This is our chance for the body to restore and repair itself. So great if you've got achy muscles or tired muscles. And we're just having a few minutes relaxation, so just letting your breath go, feeling your body nice and heavy on the mat, and just relaxing for just the next couple of minutes. So starting to wriggle your fingers and your toes, bringing your movement back in, maybe having a lovely big stretch that you would do in the morning when you just get out of bed. Doing whatever you want to do to make it feel quite nice, but rolling onto your side before you sit up, just pausing there just for a second, and then only when you're ready coming to sit up. So when we sit up, our hands at our heart in Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes, just pause here for a second, just take note of how you're feeling now as opposed to how you did before your practice. And we're going to finish with a really nice cleansing breath. So in through the nose and out through the mouth as well. Nice big sigh on the way out. Big breath in. Big sigh on the way out. And we'll finish with a namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this class for stiff muscles, sore muscles. I hope you feel a bit better for having done this. And please do come back again soon. See you later.